Hey everybody, Brandon with Disruptive Defense. I want to walk you through how to install your new Gen 3 Canet comp from Disruptive Defense. Okay? So in your kit, you'll receive your comp, a vial of blue Vibratite, and a Shim kit, which looks like this in the package. I've opened it up for the ease of visual representation here. In each kit, you'll get 4 2,000 shims and then 2 5,000 shims, and those we're going to use to time the comp rotationally. I'll explain what that means during the install. So, safety first, we're going to make sure that the firearm is free of any ammunition or rounds. So we're going to visually and physically inspect both the mag well and the chamber to make sure no rounds are there. I like to rack the slide a bunch, point it in a safe direction, and clear. Now, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to use the 2 5,000 shims. I found that's the best place to start. Now, these are laser cut and precision cut, so they're going to be a little tight to get on there, but you press them on, they'll be good to go. And then what I like to do is check our rotation. So, before we get too far into it, what we're looking for here is we're looking for the comp to be able to rotate to about 90 to 45 degrees short of the perfect timing, which would be where it would sit when you would typically tighten the set screws or whatever. So we're not there yet, so we know we have to add some more shims to get it there. So far we've only put in the thicker 5,000 shims. So now we're going to add some of the thinner shims. I'm going to skip the back and forth trying to figure out where we're at. I know I need 3 small shims to be able to time this comp on this particular pistol. So I'm going to take those 3 and I'm going to shim them there, put them right where they need to be, and then we're going to check the rotation. Okay? So then we're going to put the comp back on, rotate it through, and as it gets tighter, you'll see we get to just past 90 degrees. So we want it between 90 and 45 degrees before we start torquing it down in our final step in the vise. Okay? But we're not quite there yet. We're going to back the comp off and we're going to apply our Vibratite. That just aids in the comp not moving, not being subject to any heat or anything like that. We're going to apply a nice thin layer in the north, south, east, west. That's just how I've always done it. Never eat soggy waffles, however you want to say that. And then once we get that on there, we're going to get our comp started again. We're going to rotate it through. But then what I like to do, just to make sure that we get rotation, the Vibratite through on all the threads, I like to back it up and then run it through, back it up maybe 2 or 3 times before we run it to its final location. Okay? So, we got it down to kind of where we had it before. We're at kind of that 90-degree point. This is when we go ahead and set it in our $15 Amazon vise with the rubber jaws. This is perfect for this kind of an install. It doesn't mar the comp or anything like that during install, and we're allowed. It allows us to be able to torque the pistol actually into position so that the comp is good. So I'm going to set the comp into the rubber vise jaws, and I'm going to tighten that down. So the comp is going to be what we turn the pistol into correct timing. That's going to be the torque we need to finally get it where it needs to go. So as you can see, the pistol is right here. We're going to rotate till it's right where it needs to be. And there it is. Double check, make sure that all the lines match up, everything is flush, everything looks good, no marring or anything on the comp, everything looks nice and good. So Vibertite says they recommend 24 hours to cure before you shoot it. Once you've waited that period of time, you should be good to go. As far as maintaining and cleaning the comp long term, there's a couple different ways that you can do that. We do include a large enough vial for lots and lots of installations on the comp, but lots of people like to just kind of pull the slide, lock the slide back, and then use a bore snake in the barrel and clean it all the way through, and then use a small brush to get inside the port chamber there. Or you can pull off the comp, clean it as normal, clean the barrel as normal, do your full field strip, and break the barrel down with the recoil assembly and all that, and then just reinstall as normal. Either way works fine. There's not really one that works better than another. As long as you're detailed enough to clean the inside of the port chamber, you won't get any carbon buildup or anything like that. So if you guys have any questions at all throughout the process of install or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, or through the website for that matter. Some of you have my personal information. You guys can reach out to me too, or phone call or whatever. We're available at any time to help you through the install. Other than that, guys, if you have any other questions, just message us anytime. All right, take care.